Good morning and welcome to Red Deer Polytechnic. Please rise if you are able for the entry of the graduating class.
Good morning, everybody. To start our 2026 graduation ceremony, we'd like to ask you all to pause for the Treaty Land Acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory to the north of the Red Deer River and Treaty 7 territory to the south of the Red Deer River. We acknowledge and give thanks to all the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries. We are thankful for this land that we are able to call home. We recognize the land as an act of reconciliation and give gratitude to those whose territory we reside on or are visiting. We live, play, and now are graduating here. We are grateful for the traditional knowledge keepers and elders who are still with us today and who have gone before us. Welcome family, friends, distinguished guests, and fellow graduates to the Hunting Hills 2026 graduation ceremony. Thank you to RCMP Constable Jenna Johnson for leading our procession today and being present in this school this year. My name is Lacey Oak.
And my name is JC Hanselmeyer, and we will be your MCs for this graduation ceremony.
Today is the day that many of us have been waiting for many years. This ceremony symbolizes more than just the end of our high school career. It marks the beginning of everything we have worked towards and our futures to come. We would like to take a moment to acknowledge everyone who is attending with us today. A special thanks to those who have helped us along all of our journeys throughout high school, whether that be our teachers, peers, or families. We thank you all for helping us reach this point. I also think I speak on behalf of all of us when we should thank some AIs that we used this year, just saying.
We would like to remind everyone that professional photographers are here to capture these truly magical moments. We would appreciate it if you remain seated for the duration of the ceremony, refraining from coming up to the stage. Please turn your cell phones and electronic devices off or onto silent for today's ceremony. This event will be live streamed and the link is on our Hunting website. Now, we have a few housekeeping items to start off this morning. Exits for the gym are well marked on the bottom levels in the case of an emergency. There are first aid responders on staff who are present.
We would like to ask everyone to please rise if you are able, remove your hats, and join the graduating class in the singing of our national anthem, O Canada, led by Brinley Wright and Keegan McLaren.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, everyone. Audience, you may be seated. At this time, we would like to welcome and introduce our honored guests. Please stand when you are introduced so you can be recognized. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until we have introduced all of our special guests.
Firstly, I would like to introduce the board members of Red Deer Public Schools that are present. School Board Chair and Hunting Hills Liaison, Trustee Nicole Buchanan. Please hold your applause once again. Trustee Jason Dahlstra. Trustee Nathan Davies, Trustee Angela Summers, Trustee Jim Waters, Vice Chair Trustee Diane McCauley, and Trustee Emily Baird-Smith send their regrets. I would also like to acknowledge our Red Deer Public Senior Administration here today. Mr. Chad Erickson, Superintendent of Red Deer Public Schools, Mr. Colin Carney, Mr. Robert Eberts, Mrs. Nicola Golby, and Mr. Chris Good.
Our Hunting Hills administrators are also here today, and they are Dr. Jamie Relusick, Hunting Hills High School Principal, Mrs. Trina Penner, Grade 12 Vice Principal, Mr. Adam Bartell, Grade 11 Vice Principal, Ms. Charlie Craig, Grade 10 Vice Principal, Mrs. Dana Schaefer, Grade 9 Vice Principal. We would also like to acknowledge Mr. Brian St. Germain, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, for holding space with us and being part of our ceremony this year.
Ms. Nicole Buchanan, Red Deer School Board Chair and our Hunting Hills School Trustee Liaison, will now present a special message to this year's graduating class on behalf of the Red Deer Public School Board of Trustees.
Good morning, graduates, families, staff, distinguished guests, and members of the community. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Red Deer Public School Division, it is my honor to bring greetings and congratulate the Hunting Hills High School graduating class of 2026. Today is a celebration of hard work, perseverance, growth, resilience, and determination. All of the moments, challenges, successes, setbacks, lessons, and experiences that have brought you to this milestone. And fittingly, your graduation theme this year is Class Dismissed. After years of assignments, projects, exams, deadlines, early mornings, late nights, and lessons learned both inside and outside the classroom, today marks the closing of one chapter and the exciting beginning of another. For some of you, that next chapter may include university or college. For others, it may be entering the workforce, pursuing trades, traveling, serving your community, or discovering a path you haven't even yet imagined. And the truth is, no matter where life takes you next, every one of those paths has value and purpose. But before we look ahead, I want to pause for a moment and acknowledge something important. Over the past week, your school community, our division, and many families have experienced a difficult and deeply upsetting event. Moments like these remind us that schools are far more than places where academic learning happens. They are communities built on relationships, belonging, compassion, and care for one another. During difficult times, we are reminded how important connection truly is, how important it is to support one another, look out for one another, and continue building environments where people feel safe, valued, and cared for. And today, despite the heaviness many still carry, we gather for something hopeful. We gather to celebrate resilience, we gather to celebrate achievement, and most importantly, we gather to celebrate each and every single one of you. Graduates, none of you arrived at this moment alone. Behind every graduate sitting here today is a story filled with people who helped make this moment possible. To the parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, family members, friends, and mentors, thank you. Thank you for the early mornings, the rides to school and activities, the lunches packed, the late night conversations, the encouragement after difficult days, the sacrifices made behind the scenes, the support during moments of uncertainty, and the unwavering belief in these graduates, even during times when they may not have fully believed in themselves. Your love, patience, and support help shape the people sitting before us today. And to the teachers, administrators, educational assistants, coaches, support staff, custodians, office staff, and every adult who played a role in this journey, thank you for the countless ways you have invested in these students, often far beyond what anyone ever sees. Education is about so much more than textbooks and report cards. It is about helping young people discover who they are, helping them build confidence, helping them navigate challenges, helping them feel seen, encouraged, and capable of more than they have ever imagined. That work matters deeply. Graduates, today is also a reminder of just how much growth can happen over time. Many of you began high school uncertain of who you were or where you would fit in. Over the years, you have grown not only academically, but personally. You have learned lessons about friendship, leadership, resilience, responsibility, and perseverance. You have experienced successes you are proud of and challenges that tested you. And through all of it, you continued moving forward. That is something worth celebrating. As you leave this chapter behind, I hope you remember that success is not measured only by achievements, titles, grades, or accomplishments. Success is measured by character, by kindness, by integrity, by courage, and how you treat people, and by how you continue to show up in life even when it is difficult. The world does not need more people pretending to have everything figured out. It needs more people who are willing to work hard, care deeply, lead with compassion, and continue learning along the way. Each of you has your own story, your own strengths, and your own path ahead. Some of you know exactly where life is taking you next. Others may still be figuring it out. Both are okay. Life is rarely a straight line, and often the most meaningful opportunities come from the unexpected turns along the way. There will be moments in life where things do not go according to plan. Moments where you doubt yourself, moments where you fail, moments where life challenges you in ways you never expected. But there will also be moments of incredible joy, purpose, connection, and growth. And often it is the difficult moments that shape us the most. So, as class dismissed becomes more than just a graduation theme today, I hope you leave understanding this. You are capable of more than you realize, you are stronger than you think, and your future is filled with possibility. Never underestimate the impact you are capable of having on the people and communities around you. Congratulations, Hunting Hills High School class of 2026. Today we celebrate everything you have accomplished, everything you have overcome, and everything still ahead of you. We are incredibly proud of you.
Thank you, Ms. Buchanan, for your message to our graduates.
As our time at Hunting comes to an end, we've had the opportunity to look back on some of our experiences here. Some good, some bad, and some we will probably continue to think about for years. As I stop and reflect on these memories, I'm unsure how I'm feeling today. Am I going to remember the passing periods with my friends, our bathroom being lit on fire randomly, the teacher's strike, or the endless amounts of construction? Who knows? But for now, these are all very prominent in my mind and will remain in my thoughts for years. Our time together has been filled with so many emotions and endless memories. Whether we studied or not, here we all are, standing here today, ready to begin a new chapter of our lives.
Well, AC, we both know you and I did not study. I think I can speak for everyone when I say procrastination was how we all truly got through our assignments, including this speech, which was done the day before we had to turn it in for edits, by the way. All jokes aside, I can agree with you on one thing. I too am feeling many mixed emotions through today's ceremony. I can't wait for where my life will take me, but I will miss all the amazing memories that we had at Hunting Hills High School.
Okay, I think we've all heard enough about our fun times here. Even though we could go on forever, I think it's time to acknowledge a student that has truly excelled throughout her high school years.
I think you're right. However, can we circle back to the bathrooms being lit on fire later?
We'll talk about it later.
With that experience aside, it is my pleasure to introduce our valedictorian for the class of 2026, Cindy Tong. Achieving the title of valedictorian takes hard work, dedication, and excellence to earn this award. Cindy has not only achieved academic excellence, but has also supported our school over the years through leadership. Cindy, please come to the podium to share your valedictorian message.
Good morning, graduates and guests. My name is Cindy Tong, and I'm honored to represent the class of 2026 as valedictorian. To begin, I would like to thank those who helped us reach this milestone. Thank you to our parents and guardians for your unwavering love and support. Thank you to our teachers and staff for your constant encouragement and guidance. And thank you to our guests for celebrating this achievement with us. Today, I'd like to share the story of Faith Dawn, a story usually told as a warning. Phaethon was the child of the sun god, Helios, and a mortal woman. Because he grew up on earth rather than among the gods, the other gods questioned whether he was actually divine. So, he asked his father for something impossible: to drive the chariot that carried the sun across the sky, a task only the gods could complete. And for a moment, he did. He rose higher than anyone else ever had, holding the reins of something vast and great. But then, he lost control. The sky burned, the earth cracked, and he fell. So, they tell us, know your limits. Don't reach too high. But I don't think that's the story we should remember, because when people talk about Phaethon, they only talk about the fall. They don't talk about the fact that he flew. They don't talk about the courage it takes to ask for something you're not sure you deserve. They don't talk about what it means to take hold of something powerful, knowing you might not be ready. They don't talk about the moment, however brief, when he carried the sun. And maybe that's because it's easier to admire safety than it is to admire risk. Today we're told a lot about what we should be. Be practical, be careful, be realistic. Choose the path that works, the path that's proven, the path that doesn't burn. But you will never fly if you're too afraid to leave the ground. Phaethon isn't a story about failure. It's a story about someone who refused to stay small just because it was safer. And yes, he fell. But to fall from the sky means you dare to fly. As we leave this place, we're going to be given choices. Some will be safe, some will be expected, and some will feel just a little too big for who we think we are right now and for what we think we can handle. But, class of 2026, as I stand on the stage today, I urge you to follow the path of Phaethon. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, I urge you to believe in your potential and to take hold of something, even if it may seem too big, because we owe it to ourselves. We will all be tempted to shrink ourselves, to pick what we know we can handle, to avoid the risk of losing control, to stay within the lines we've been given. But maybe the goal isn't to avoid falling. Maybe the goal is to be brave enough to rise anyway. Because at the end of the day, it won't be the times we stayed comfortable that define us. It will be the moments we reached. Even when we weren't ready, even when we were afraid, even when we knew the sky might not hold us. So if we're going to remember Phaethon, let's remember him fully. Not just for how he fell, but for the fact that, for a moment, he held the sun. And that might be enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy, for sharing your words, and congratulations on being the 2026 Hunting Hills Valedictorian.
Dr. Relusic will now come forward to present our 2026 Valedictorian with the Governor General's Academic Award and share some words with our graduating class.
That was an excellent message, Cindy. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. As I get older, I need to make sure I put my glasses on, so that's a win for me. Graduates, before I begin, I want you to know something that the entire staff at Hunting Hills believes. That is, schools are not remembered because of the building. They are remembered because of the people. The class of 2026 has left a mark on Hunting Hills High School in ways that will always be remembered. Graduates, parents, and guests, I want to explain what that mark is. Up on the screen, you're going to see some signatures. Those may seem just simple, just names. Names written on assignments, attendance sheets, team rosters, and report cards over the years. But today they mean something different, because every signature represents a story, a classmate, a teammate, a friend. And as your signature appears up on the screen, understand this. They are proof that you are here, proof that you matter, and proof that Hunting Hills is better because of you. When I look at this class and I think about the mark that you left behind, it isn't about the academic or individual achievements. The true mark you left at Hunting Hills is rooted in your incredible kindness. I have seen it in the ways you interact every single day. You are a class that look out for one another. You see people that need a lift in the hallways, and you offer a helping hand. More importantly, you are a class that sees each other's differences, and instead of letting them divide you, you accept them. You build a culture of belonging here, and that is a mark to be incredibly proud of. Somewhere between the first day of grade 9 and today, you became young adults. And you did this while navigating a high school experience that wasn't always easy. On top of the usual pressures of growing up, this class met every unique challenge thrown at you, including navigating your ways through a major school renovation. You handled the noise, the changes, and the disruptions with grace, patience, and a sense of humor. Whether dealing with the construction or final exams, you left a lasting mark on this building, on our staff, on your friends, and on the school community. Your grad theme this year is class dismissed. And while that phrase might sound like freedom, it also represents something much bigger. For years, your lives have been organized by bells, schedules, and expectations. But now you enter a stage in your life where your decisions become your own. With that freedom comes endless possibilities. Your legacy word this year is aspire, and I think that word fits this class perfectly. To aspire means continuing forward even when things are uncertain. It means building and believing that you are capable of more than what is easy or expected. And that brings me to something I've always appreciated as a science teacher, the bumblebee. So you may have heard the old idea that according to aerodynamics, a bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly, and yet it does. Not because it follows expected models, but because it creates its own lift in its own unique way, through movement, adaptation, and persistence. And yes, some of you probably think that's the opening of the Bee movie, and you're truly correct. But there is something to take away from that bumblebee. That is, sometimes people decide what is possible for you before they truly understand you. There will be moments in your life where people underestimate you, but you were never meant to fit perfectly inside somebody else's definition of success. You bring your own unique strengths, your own unique perspectives. Like the bumblebee, your success will come from your ability to adapt, to persist, and keep moving forward, even when life becomes difficult. Aspire not only to succeed, but to grow. The truth is, you already know how to do some of the hard things. You face pressures, renovations, challenges, and change, and somehow through it all, you kept it going together. So as class dismissed becomes your reality, do not let anybody else define what is possible in your life. Never underestimate what can happen when courage, effort, and persistence comes together. Today, class of 2026, you close one chapter. But the story is far from over. In many ways, it is only the beginning. Keep aspiring, keep adapting, keep finding your lift. And wherever life takes you next, never forget, you will always have a home at Hunting Hills. So as you've heard every Monday morning during announcements, the class of 2026 continue to be kind, be you, and bleed blue. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Olesic. Thank you for being our principal this year. We truly appreciated you. We hope you enjoy the rest of your years at Hunting without us. So many of the staff at Hunting Hills have been a huge influence on all of our lives for the past 12 years. Now, I would like to invite Keegan McLaren up to the stage to give a tribute to our staff.
A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes its light to light the way for others. A quote by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. For the past 4 years, we've wandered through the hallways of Hunting Hills High School, the big blue, or now black and white building on Lockwood and 32nd Street. For 4 years, we have wandered through the hallways, and we likewise have wondered what we would become. The time is finally here. However, as we are perched on the hill between youth and adulthood, it is crucial that we not forget the individuals who helped us along the way. Home. For 4 years now, the staff at Hunting Hills High School have helped transform an educational institution into a home. Between morning classes and after-school extracurriculars, many of us spend more time at the school than we do in our own homes. And thanks to the intentional work of the Hunting Hills staff, our school has become a shining beacon of light and a place we want to be in. A special thanks goes out to the exam room ladies, Mrs. Anderson and Ms. Knifork, who help ease our test anxiety by accommodating us with both kindness and encouragement. To the office staff of Hunting Hills, my parents might not thank you for the daily calls they've been getting due to this semester's senioritis, but the rest of us thank you for your help scheduling appointments and your diligent emails that let us know about all our school-wide events. And of course, thank you, Ms. Hawley, for working with us from grade 9, ensuring that we would make it onto the stage today. We often take for granted how much the staff does to create a warm environment. Heart. The staff of Hunting Hills puts their heart into everything they do, creating a space of love for angsty teenagers. As a teenager, you often live in the shadows of expectation, of siblings, of past mistakes. For some students, a Friday hug from your favorite English teacher is the glimmer of light you need to help get you through the rest of your day. The staff of Hunting Hills' loving attitude envelops even the coldest of hearts. With so many stresses and struggles going through our lives, the staff's evident love has made us think of them oftentimes more like a family than employees. Sometimes we can speak more realistically about our lives to our teachers than we can our own friends. Health. From our grade counselors who deal with the mental health struggles, to the custodial staff who work hours and hours making sure that our urinal potions and disgusting restrooms are returned back to pristine condition, the HHHS staff take care of our mental, physical, and emotional health. Thank you to the phys ed department who encourages our physical well-being every day through engaging activities and important life skills. And of course, one cannot forget about Daryl's Diner. Through renovations, teacher strikes, and admin staff, the most consistency of our high school career can be found in the quality of Daryl's fries. Honor. At Hunting Hills, a spark of honor is instilled deeply within us. Through pep rallies, teachers versus student basketball games, math competitions, and athletic tournaments, and fine arts, a deep sense of pride is developed between the staff and the students. Yes, what an honor it is to be a student at Hunting Hills. Many teachers at our school encourage us to take honor in everything that we do, pushing boundaries of what we believe is attainable. For many students, one specific brilliant woman encourages us to work till the very last minute. She stretches our brains with complexity and instills a deep feeling of honor and desire for achievement in everything that we do. Mrs. Sinakaran pushes us daily with our daily quizzes, and once we feel that we finally mastered a concept, she'll ask us to do a combo question on the board in radians. Our teachers kindle flames of success and push us beyond our limits of what we think is feasible, rekindling honor and pride not only in what we do, but in who we are. Hope. High school is a pivotal moment in anyone's life, and as we begin to change, so do the people around us. Between lost friendships, breakups, and classes getting increasingly more difficult, we often forget to hope. As we get caught up in the dark cycles of failure, sometimes one high mark from your phys ed class, one compliment on your essay that you thought you bombed, or a teacher coming to help you learn the physics concept you thought you'd never understand, serves as a beacon of hope and reminds us that there is more to life than just a sad breakup or one failed quiz. Whether it be your Spanish teacher who encouraged you to go on that exchange trip and reminds you of the importance of the future tense, ir plus a plus infinitive, which constantly reminds you to keep moving forward, or your 20-1 English teacher who helps you start a worship club to ignite the spiritual fire that oftentimes feels extinguished by the opinions of others. Or whether it be your band teacher who hosts band movie nights, checks in on you and encourages not only your academic well-being, but your mental as well. These teachers give and give. They continue to give until their own candlelight melts to nothing but a burnt wick, in the hopes that their flame of mentorship will inspire a scorching fire within their students. A fire, too, as the Dead Poets Society describes, to live deliberately, to live deep, to suck the marrow out of life, and to put rout to all that is not life, and most importantly, when we come to die, discover that we had not lived. The staff at Hunting Hills works hard behind the scenes, often going unnoticed. They listen to our complaints about when assignments are due and how tired we are. But we don't see the band teacher who sleeps 3 to 5 hours a night, avidly searching for the perfect piece for her students to play. We don't see the phys ed teachers who spend extra time taking a dance class so that when the dance unit rolls around in the spring, they know what they're doing. We don't see the English teachers who take marking with them on their spring breaks so that we can have our essays when we get back to school. They don't let us see their candle burning out as our flames begin to grow. And so, from the deepest part of our hearts, we offer our most grandiose gratitude. We see your effort, and our inner candles are marked with the power of age. As we stand on this hill today, moving forward to adulthood, we see in our closest peripheral the bright lights of those who burned for us. Thank you, Hunting Hill staff.
Thank you, Keegan, for sharing those beautiful words on behalf of all the grads. I would now like to introduce a teacher who has taught many of us English. She didn't just teach us how to analyze stories, she helped us find our own voices, which is something we will all carry beyond the classroom. We will miss your humor, your wisdom, and your engaging lessons. We invite Ms. Mesner to the stage to give the staff address.
Thank you, JC. Thank you, Keegan. Good morning, parents, guardians, family, friends, staff, special guests, and of course, graduates of 2026. My name is Janine Metzner, and it is my honor to have been selected to speak on behalf of the staff of Hunting Hills High School. For 29 years, I have tried in part to instill a love and appreciation for stories and storytelling in my students. Stories played an integral role in my young life and took me to places and times I could never have dreamed of. Over the years, the characters I met in books became friends and provided light in my darker times, and their challenges became mirrors by which I could reflect on and measure my own experiences. Over the years, I came to realize that stories we read, personally and in a less voluntary setting, are affirmations in humanness. The stories we read in high school constantly remind us what it means to be human, and not always the noblest of ones, which, while somehow disheartening, reminds us all that being human is not about being perfect, but about always trying to be more human. Many of you have shared your stories with me, most often in the personal response writing that the English Language Arts curriculum requires. And I have read each one of those stories with a mixture of gratitude and awe. Gratitude because of how honored I was every time that a student would trust me enough to share such authenticity, such vulnerability, so much of what is real for them, and awe for the courage that it took and takes for a young person to be willing to share a part of themselves. And I know that these glimpses into our students' humanness are not exclusive to those of us who teach English. As a staff, we bear witness to it constantly in the sweat of competition spilled on the court or the field, in the joy of getting a note, a dance step, the intonation of a character's voice just right, in the wonder and the awe and even the ick of experiencing a dissection in biology, in the relief of a sudden understanding of a concept or problem or task that seemed unsolvable, in the time taken to hide Easter eggs and spread Valentine's love, in touring parents and welcoming new grade 9s, and in the small moments that brighten each and every day, the smiles, the hellos, the doors held open, the coffees, the visits, the cards of thanks. I think most people know now that Hunting Hills, we have the power of H, thanks Keegan, which encapsulates how we want students and staff to embody their time at Hunting Hills. But what lay at the heart of all the H's is human, because that's really what we're trying to do as a staff, along with you, parents, grandparents, family members, friends, and other loved ones. We're trying to build humans. And that's no easy task, because I'm not sure if you've noticed, but being human is facing some challenges these days. Dancing robots, chatbots programmed to provide us friendship and counsel, deep fakes that cause us to question what we thought we could believe and how we determine the real in our reality, and discourse that pits us against one another, all enabled by an ever-present social media and an almost omnipresent AI. It seems to be disrupting how we have typically defined ourselves, defined our humanness, especially in terms of our creativity, our compassion and empathy, our thought and imagination, our courage. But sharing the stage with these beautiful humans, Keegan, Cindy, Tia, Lacey, and JC, and looking out at all of your faces, and having seen you grow from grade 9s to the humans you are today, I don't feel worry or despair. I feel hope. In closing, I just want to say that although I stand here speaking to you all today, I represent every teacher, counselor, administrator, educational assistant, support staff member, and caretaker who in some way has touched each of your lives over the past 4 years. I also stand on the shoulders of the dozens and dozens of teachers and staff who preceded your arrival at Hunting Hills, and I feel confident that they share this sentiment. It is an unprecedented world that you are graduating into, one for which there is no map, template, or equation. And it is a world that you will have to navigate and make decisions in, many of them likely central to the idea of being human. But human is who and what we want you to be. And I can say with certainty that what we want you to take away from your time at Hunting Hills is not necessarily the tragic nature of Willie Loman or Blanche Dubois, or the folly of Jay Gatsby, nor will it be the math or physics equation that I won't even pretend to have the knowledge to talk about. Unless, of course, you're becoming a structural or mechanical engineer, and that equation is important to making sure a bridge doesn't fall down, or that the heating in a newly renovated building works like it should. What we, those sitting here today and those not seen in years, want you to carry into this world is the ability and the willingness to be curious, face fears, take risks, fall and get up again, appreciate and be grateful, laugh, cry, be brave, take action against bullying in all its forms, show compassion to strangers, have empathy with those you disagree with, be willing to forgive yourself and others, and most importantly, have hope. Because hope is what keeps us going in the darkest of days, and hope is what lets us shine our light on others and lets us dare to share our story and be truly human. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Ms. Metzner, and thank you to all the staff who guided us throughout our 12 years of school. Without going any further, we can't forget our parents, guardians, and families who helped us along the way. I would now like to call on Tia Kurova to give a tribute to these special people in our lives.
Good morning. Good morning to our esteemed guests, fellow graduates, and most importantly, our parents and guardians. As we stand here today, in our caps and gowns, hearts beaming with pride, our minds eagerly await our next steps. We want to take a moment to acknowledge some of the true heroes in our journeys, the people from whom we have received our life's blood, or the people who have shaped us into the individuals we are today. the parents and guardians who filled our homes with love, fun, books, and music. Soon we will have to leave home, as well as continue on this new journey we call life. You've prepared us for any obstacles that we could face, as well as the ones we are ready to challenge. Grads, if you are fortunate enough to have your loved ones here today, make sure you express your gratitude for all the times our parents have driven us to and from school, then to and from practice, and then to and from practice again because we forgot our water bottle. Our guardians encouraged us when we doubted ourselves. They let us go to school with unmatched socks because we were insistent on going that way on that day. Our parents let us struggle, the tough love, knowing that we would grow as independent individuals. Yet the support was always there when we needed it. These actions have taught us that we have always had someone who had our back, someone to show us guidance when we didn't know what career to pursue or where we put our jersey. The actions of the people who have guided us today are the roadmap that will help us persevere through life's chaos. Life will get a little chaotic, but there's beauty in everything, even chaos. Because of our people, we get to wake up feeling loved and supported every day, knowing that someone is there for us when we come home. At this moment in time, every argument, fight, and door slam was worth it because in the end, we have always known there were people who would, with no hesitation, put us back on our feet when we have fallen. To the parents and guardians who are from somewhere else in the world, your sacrifices will never go unseen. Because of you, we get to live the lives that you couldn't dream of. You have given us the lives we didn't know we wanted by changing yours. Your understanding and comfort are something that can never be matched. You are the ultimate inspiration for what we hope to achieve in the future, because we know everything it takes for someone to sacrifice what they have so we can get everything we want. In this moment, all the struggles you have seen us go through and helped us find a place of belonging. The appreciation we have for all the people who have made us who we are is unmatched. From the late night pep talks to listening to our stress and always being there for when we need a reminder of our strength, we truly appreciate the people who have seen us grow and everything you have done for us and are going to continue to do for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Tia. Graduates, your families are extremely proud of you. On behalf of the class of 2026, we thank our family, friends, and hunting staff for supporting us throughout our journey of education. We've experienced life-changing and historical events over the course of our high school year. Class dismissed is truly a great theme for our graduation year.
Before the presentation of certificates, we would like to invite Mr. Brian St. Germain to share some thoughts to guide us through the next steps.
And I also need my old man glasses here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, 2026 Hunting Hills grad. That has a nice ring to it. Congratulations to all the Hunting Hills graduates. Today is a day of amazing celebration. We can't wait to see the difference you will make in the future. One of our teachings is that you can cut an apple open, take out the seeds, count them, and tell everyone the exact number of seeds in the apple. But hold up one of those seeds and ask yourself, how many seeds are within this seed? The answer to that question is unknown at this time, but we will find out in the future. That's where you are now. Your future starts today. You have been on a 12-year journey of learning with, I am sure, some obstacles, periods of stress, and maybe self-doubt. But you've not been alone on this journey. Your parents, guardians, and teachers have been there with you along this path. With that, I would like to share a prayer my aunt, Margaret White, an elder and a pipe holder, presented at a conference in 1990. Her words are as true today. Creator, we ask your blessings this day for our children. We thank you for all the teachers who teach with their hearts as well as their minds. We ask blessings for those whose service enrich the lives of young people. We thank you for the parents who, though they often face real problems, are often overworked, find time to plant securely in the hearts and minds of their children a true sense of value and respect of sacred and beautiful things. These are the parents who create an atmosphere of encouragement where the best in each child is developed. We ask you to repair all the broken homes, to comfort all the lonely and unhappy children, so love and care may hold and be real, even when the love and security they ought to have at home fails them. We ask you to give us strength and courage to unite our country so it may awaken to the importance of our children. Show us that all our dreams will fail if our children's total welfare is neglected. We ask that you protect these graduates as the feathers of the bird protected from the winter frost, and that they have your blessings today and in the future, for they are the leaders of tomorrow. Hi. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. St. Germain, for sharing with us. We will take this forward as we all embark on our next step from high school.
We have reached the most exciting point in the ceremony, where the graduates will be presented with their certificates. Please give us a moment while we prepare for the presentation. The certificates will be presented by Dr. Jamie Relusick, Mr. Chad Erickson, Ms. Nicole Buchanan, Mrs. Trina Penner, and Mr. Brian St. Germain.
The names will be read by our vice principals, Mr. Adam Bartell, Ms. Charlie Craig, and Mrs. Dana Schaefer.
I should have brought my names in. It's all good. Next ceremony I will. When you tap out, then we will. Okay. So I could tap out in line too? If you want. I got you, right? Should I just... Are you going out more? Yeah, I'm doing the S's for sure. So good. That's like... I feel like I'm flying close to the sun right now. Somebody else. This feels further back. So they're going to come across me? We were closer to the entry point last year. So they'll lean in, tell me, and then they'll go in front of me? Oh, right there. Okay. goes well, you guys. Just say, take it down. I should have taken my back by now today. Well, that's right. Are we ready to start? We're going to begin the presentation of the certificates with Cyrus Abu. Cyrus is going to study civil engineering at the University of Alberta. Okay, Safa, Abakara Yaya. Safa would, oh, go ahead. Safa would like to thank her family for their utmost support and encouragement throughout her life, her mom and dad for their sacrifices, and her siblings for always being there to put a smile on her face. They're trying to make sure I say it right. This is Marwa Abakar. I said it wrong. Yeah. Marwa, go ahead. Marwa also says thank you to her parents for everything you sacrificed to get her here, and to her twin sister for helping her survive it all. She loves you very much. Sophia Addison. Sophia is planning to go to RDP to get her Bachelor of Education. Azwa Ali. Azwa is planning on a gap year and then pursuing sonography. Hallie Admonson. This is no surprise at all. Hallie is pursuing post-secondary in social work. Deslyn Anderson. Des says, I may not know exactly where I'm headed yet, but I'm grateful for this chapter and ready for the next one. This is Brooke Antos. If you're keeping track, this is our second gap year, traveling and volunteering around Asia and hopefully in Europe as well. Dallin Antos. Dallin is planning on pursuing his hockey career in Kelowna with the Rockets in the WHL, where he hopes to then play in the NHL one day. Tamila Averna Rudic. Tamila is going to study business at RDP.
Brennan Banning. Brennan wants to just thank all his family for supporting him through school, and he's planning on attending RDP for a welding apprenticeship. Matthew Berger. Matthew plans on going to the U of A to study music. Mary Barreto. Mary wants to thank her parents for giving her the opportunity of living abroad and experiencing this beautiful Canadian high school dream. She says, "Thank you for trusting me and for being patient. I love you and I miss you." From your little princess that's not a princess little anymore. Deba Bayat. Deba plans on majoring in international business at the University of Alberta, a future made possible by her parents' hard work and sacrifice. Mason Becker. Mason would like to thank the whole family, especially Grandma and Grandpa, for pushing him to complete high school. Sienna Bedford. Sienna would like to thank her mom for raising her to always be the best version of herself, as well as the rest of her family for their constant encouragement and care. Oh, I'm going too fast now. Am I okay? Sienna Begley. Sienna sends a big thanks to the best Madame Hill. Her plans include becoming a corporate lawyer. Okay. Shay Beisel. Shay would like to thank family, especially parents, for all their support. In the future, Shay plans to take a gap year, then register in career in X-ray imaging. Logan Belanger. Logan is heading to Victoria to play football with the West Shore Rebels while studying business and kinesiology at Mount Royal University. Gracie Bengson. Gracie is planning on pursuing studies in architectural sciences at SAIT. Sienna Benham. Also not surprising, she's going to become a helper and a nurse and travel the world. Maya Bevins. Maya would like to thank her parents who never restricted her creativity and her grandparents for their unconditional love and encouragement. Sophie Below. Oh, Sophie's enrolled at Toronto Metropolitan University to complete her Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Studies and then plans to become a dentist. William Bishop. William plans on taking a gap year and then pursuing a career in law. Addison Blair. Addison is going to Mount Royal University to get a Bachelor of Business Administration in pursuit of a future in marketing or finance. Too easy. Maddox Blair. Maddox is pursuing a Bachelor in Mechanical Engineering. Hopefully takes Miss Metzner's advice to heart. Evan Borger. Evan plans to take a gap year and then pursue a career with the RCMP. Mariana Brennan. She's planning on going to UBC to study architecture. Rory Brochu. Oh, she plans on going wherever the wind takes her. Trinity Brown. Trinity is heading to RDP to get her bachelor's degree in biological sciences and then head off to Calgary for medical school. Matea Bunch. After graduation, Matea plans on taking a gap year before pursuing her career in family social working. Nicole Kalantok. Nicole wants to thank her parents for their love and support. In the future, she hopes to study nursing to help others and make them proud. Kendall Kaywood. Kendall wishes to say thank you to my dad who never let me give up and always encouraged me to be the best version of myself. She's not sure what the future holds yet, but she's planning on going to college, moving out, and travel as much as she can. Thank you to Ms. Zimmerman for all the great memories from fashion class. Varinda Shaligana. Varinda is planning to attend Sauder School of Business at UBC and further study a career in law. Avery Champney. Avery wishes to thank Miss Nikki and Miss Sanderson for brightening her day whenever she had an exam and all the teachers that made her hard days a bit better. She's planning on attending RDP for a Bachelor of Education. Dana Chapman. Dana plans to go into veterinary after getting a Bachelor of Science. I feel like I'm getting all the easy names now. Tristan Clark. Tristan would like to thank all his friends he's met throughout the last 4 years for making a fairly boring high school experience more enjoyable. Devin Clemens. After high school, Devin plans to take a gap year. From there, she will go into sonography. Monica Connolly. Monica wants to give a big thank you to her family, friends, and her boyfriend for all their love and support. She wants to thank her teachers for making class more enjoyable. Peyton Cousins. Peyton says, thank you, Mom, who's been her #1 supporter and excused all my absences. Peyton is taking a gap year, then going to diagnostic medical sonography. Her favorite memory is going on the Spanish trip in grade 10. Feeling good. Ella Crossy. Ella is going to SAIT to become an EMT and eventually a paramedic. Ariane Cuson. Ariane will be taking a gap year to work. Fran DeMater. Fran wants to thank her parents for letting her do this exchange and letting her have this amazing experience here in Canada. Her future plans are to go to college and travel the rest of the world. Her favorite memory is just the school and the people and being abroad. Parker Dewsbury. Parker plans on attending RDP in the fall to continue his studies. Apparently I'm going to read all the names. Janessa Dickey. Janessa is going to figure out her dreams and chase them.
Saren Dahl. Saren is taking a gap year to focus on travel and new experiences, then going to college to get a degree in education. Kellen Douglas. Kellen is going to paramedic school to become a fire medic. Mercedes Evans. Mercedes is excited to be attending the Vancouver Film School, where she'll be taking the Special Effects Makeup program. Omar Faid. Omar's future plan is to attend RDP in the engineering transfer program and then continue his studies at the U of A to specialize in aerospace and mechanical engineering. Matthew Feehan. Matthew will be attending SAIT to earn a Bachelor of Business. Caden Philippek. Caden would like to thank Sandy Johnson and coach. Future plans include a career in aviation. Emerson Flynn. After graduation, Emerson will be attending RDP for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Parker Forbes. Parker will be attending the Visual Arts program at the Red Deer Polytechnic. Sienna Freikas. Sienna will be attending Red Deer Polytechnic to study kinesiology, working towards the goal of becoming an occupational therapist. Emily Funk. After graduation, Emily plans to earn a Bachelor of Science before specializing in nursing. She's excited to begin a journey towards a career in healthcare. Jaden Galati. Jaden plans to pursue a career as a dental hygienist through the University of Alberta. Zaria Gardner. Zaria would like to thank family and friends as well as teachers that made, quote, my education peak. Riley Garnett. Riley says a thank you to my friends and family and teachers for making the doubting challenges into cherished memories and an unforgettable journey. The first of the twins, Blake Gervais. Blake plans on pursuing a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Alberta. Twin number 2, Evan Gervais. Evan plans to earn a degree in biomedical engineering to pursue a career in prosthetic design. Ritwin Gladstone. Ritwin would like to thank his parents for supporting him through high school and in his decision to attend the Wilfrid Laurier for Honors in Health Sciences, planning to pursue medicine in the UK. Addison Glenn. Addison is heading off to college in the fall to pursue a marketing major. Peyton Goler. Peyton would like to say thank you to my mom. Not my mom, her mom. Thank you for choosing me and working so hard to make my life the best it can be. Love you to the moon and back. Owen Goodwin. Owen would like to say how grateful he is for his parents and how they are kind no matter what. Vidi Garadia. Vidi's future plans are to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Mount Royal University or Red Deer Polytechnic. Ella Griffiths. Ella is going to study psychology at the University of Calgary with plans to complete her PhD to become a clinical child psychologist. Isaiah Grove. Isaiah thanks his mom and dad for getting him here. He says, make sure to keep your hobbies close, whether it's music, sports, art, or anything that brings you joy. Make time for it. Beck Gunderson. Next year, Beck will be taking on new opportunities and looks forward to whatever comes next. Chen Guo. Chen is pursuing a degree in honors medical radiation sciences at McMaster University. Jackson Haddock. Jackson is studying engineering at RDP and then transferring to the U of A. John Emmanuel Halili. John would like to thank his family for always believing in him and supporting him through the ups and downs, his friends for memories and laughter, and his teachers for guiding him, not just in school, but in every aspect of life. Faith Halverson. Faith is going to RDP for a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology to become a school counselor. Shiloh Hamilton. Shiloh wishes to thank their mom because without her, she wouldn't be walking this stage. Anna Haroon. Anna is grateful to her parents and teachers for their guidance and support and would like to give a special recognition to Miss Sanat Karan, whose warm and encouraging nature made a meaningful and lasting impact on her journey. She plans to spend time traveling before pursuing studies in psychology. Kadrin Hartman. After graduation, Kadrin plans to take a unit clerk course and hopes to travel while starting a career in healthcare. Xavier Hartman. Xavier's future plans are to go to RDP for a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and eventually becoming a counselor. JC Heinzelmeyer. JC is going to Peterborough, Ontario to pursue forensic biology at Trent University. Leah Helfenbein. Leah is going to culinary school and then becoming a holistic nutritionist. Reese Henderson. Reese's future plans are to go to SAIT for power engineering and make their way into a well-established career. Addison Hill. Addison's future plans are to return to Olds College in September for a semester and then use their education to volunteer and help in animal shelters in other countries. Owen Hofer. Owen would like to thank his family and close friends for endless support in anything that he has pursued throughout his high school years. He had plans to attend the U of A for a degree in honors mathematics. Sasha Hoyland. Sasha will be attending Delmar College in Calgary to study clinical aesthetics. Nathaniel Holder. Nathaniel would like to thank his teachers for their support. In the future, he plans to pursue the study of biomedical engineering and make his own contributions towards prosthetics medical field. Charles Holmes. Charles is planning to pursue a career in cabinetry. Grace Honke. Grace is planning on attending Red Deer Polytechnic in their education program to become an elementary school teacher. Erica Hopkins. Erica's future plan is to pursue a career in diagnostic medical sonography and in her free time, continue to follow her passion for dance. Josh Hogestall. Josh wishes to thank Miss Rempel for being such an awesome teacher and Mrs. Stroshine for being a second mom. Matthew Howe. Matthew is attending Mount Royal University to study business and then wants to go on to pursue law. Carter Ingalls. Carter would like to thank his friends and family for their support and encouragement over the last 12 years. Max Jeans. Max will go to the University of Alberta to pursue a degree in biological sciences, which he hopes to use to become either a biotechnician or a nutritionist. He would like to give a big shout out to his dog, Lulu, for being awesome as well. Haley Johansson. Haley is taking a gap year focusing on making money to start an art business. Jack Johnston. Jack's future plan is to complete SAIT's millwright program and work towards completing his firefighting certification. Owen Judd. Owen plans to work for a year and figure it out. Cash Kalinchuk. Cash plans to work while attending school. Abby Kompais. Abby says, in the future, I plan on pursuing a career in real estate to be able to travel, and thank you to family for all of their support. Alicia Karamanzando. Alicia would like to thank her parents and her closest friends, Manette and Clara, for making it one day at a time. Magdalena Kaler. Magdalena plans to pursue a career in aviation and obtain her commercial pilot's license. Sarah Kelly. Sarah plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic in the fall. Katarina Komenko. Katarina will be taking a year off and then applying to pursue a degree in engineering. Helena Kieran. Helena says, thank you to my big and wonderful second family, my coaches, my teammates, and Miss Cosby. Tia Kurova. Tia is attending MacEwan University for a Bachelor of Science degree to pursue a career in dermatology. Chad Clammer. Chad would like to thank family and friends and everyone who had supported him throughout his journey. He plans to become a physiotherapist through SAIT and MRU. Hunting Hills has brought me lots of memories, and he's loved every moment of these special events. Zachary Comtong. Zachary wants to thank his family for driving and for being there for him when he needed them. Kira Kubinchuk. Kiara is starting her industrial electrician apprenticeship in Cold Lake. Miss you, Mom. Mr. Matthew Lambert. Matthew says, thank you to everyone who has stood beside me and helped me walking across this stage. I could not have done this without the support of my loved ones, friends, and the many teachers I've had over the years. Leah Lafontaine. Leah would like to thank their parents for pushing them to be the best version of themselves. Thank their best friends, their brother Landon, for consistently being Leah's buddy, role model, and showing them how to be optimistic even in the most stressful of times. Addie Long. Addie is going to RDP to study environmental science. Joel Long. Joel is going to York University in Nebraska to do a business degree and further his soccer career. Ethan Lonsdale. Ethan would like to thank Mrs. Pobeda and Mrs. Pachelnik. He plans on taking a gap year to travel and starting to work in the oil field. Karis Lunn. Karis is going to take a year off to travel and eventually go to school for optometry. Kylie MacDonald. Kylie plans to go to the University of Alberta for a Bachelor of Commerce. Ariba Malik. Ariba plans on pursuing diagnostic medical sonography at Red Deer Polytechnic. Nina Mirage. Nina plans to attend the University of BC for a Bachelor of Science degree. Tyler Martinez. Tyler intends to earn a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences before pursuing a dentistry program. Keegan McLaren. Keegan is most thankful to his parents for every sacrifice made to get him here and their endless support in all of his endeavors. He is thankful to God for every gift He's given him and his church and CYT families for their endless support and encouragement through these years. He plans on pursuing a career in psychology or pediatrics. Wyatt McRobbie. Wyatt will be working towards his millwright certification and would like to thank family and friends along this journey. Americus Metzger. Americus would like to thank Mr. Lord for helping her get through school. She wouldn't have done it without you and a lot of other teachers too. To family and friends who supported me, and most importantly my friends, who she has made at Hunting Hills in the last 4 years. She's just going to take a gap year to figure out what she's doing next. Okay. Hunter Middleton. Hunter wishes to thank his mom and dad and grandparents. He will be pursuing a career in firefighting at NAIT. Logan Miller. Logan says, thank you, Mom and Dad. He plans to pursue firefighting at NAIT as well. Peyton Miller. After a year off, Peyton will be taking their recreational therapy program at Norquest. Peyton would like to thank their family for all of their support. Logan Millman. Logan is excited to swim at the Canadian National Trials this summer before heading to the University of Regina to swim for their varsity team and work on his engineering degree. Nate Meisner. Nate is going to Trinity Western University to study business and live his life for Jesus Christ. Katra Muhammad. Katra is heading to Edmonton to pursue a Bachelor of Science and would like to thank her mom for everything. She wouldn't be here without you. Yes. Rana Mohammed. Rana would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers, but a special thanks to Mom and Dad because she would not have been able to get through these years without them. I'd like to become a surgeon. Her favorite moment, loved lunchtime with friends. She has never laughed so hard in her life. Jada Monolaws. Jada will be attending MC College this fall to become a nail technician. She plans to work, travel, and someday become an X-ray technician as well. Noah Morton. Noah is planning on attending RDP to pursue a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Bike-a-thon was Noah's favorite memory from grade 10. Now, folks, you might not recognize this next graduate because he's not wearing his signature toque. However, Nate Muir. Nate plans to take a gap year to travel and then begin film school the following year. Haley Monksgaard. Haley is going to RDP in the fall to become a legal assistant. Caden Neidert. Caden plans on taking a gap year and then will pursue an academic and collegiate lacrosse career in NCAA. Miss you, Grandpa. Kaylee Nygum. Kaylee is going to become a licensed practical nurse that specializes in aesthetics. Brooklyn Nelson. Brooklyn's future plan is to attend Red Deer Polytechnic in the fall and pursue a degree in education with the goal of entering into the most dangerous of teaching fields, middle school. Siyun Neo. Siyun will be attending the University of Alberta for a major in forensics to become a coroner.
Nice work. Lacey Oak. Lacey will study at UBC for a Bachelor of Arts as well as a Bachelor of Education to teach kiddos. Thank you to her biggest supporter, her older sister, Abby. And love and miss you, Miss Jody. Carla Oliveros. Carla came to Canada in grade 10 from Spain. After graduation, she plans on going back to Spain to study biotechnology and eventually plans to come back after her degree to work in her field of study. Nico Oris.
Go, Nico!
Nico would like to thank his family. His plans in the future are to take a gap year and travel around. His favorite school memories are going to sporting events and Mr. McKay's Bio 30 class. Miguel Ortiz. Miguel would personally like to show his gratitude toward fellow Hunting Hill staff members who helped him along his academic journey, and to all his fellow classmates and close family members who have supported him throughout high school. Lastly, a special recognition goes towards his mother, who always gave her unconditional love and support. A sweet appreciation and love for her. Safina Pamery. Safina will be attending the University of Calgary for a Bachelor of Science with a concentration in biological sciences. She would also like to thank her family for all their love and support. Zoe Parsons. Zoe will be attending RDP for 4 years for an undergrad in psychology and then proceed to U of A for a master's in occupational therapy. I love you, Mom and Dad, Nora, Izzy, and Lily. Yashi Patel. Yashi is going to the University of Alberta to pursue a career in dental hygiene. Bailey Paxman. Bailey is enrolled in the University of Lethbridge to pursue a career in biological science and become a marine biologist. Sydney Pell. Starting in September, Sydney is attending Olds College to start the Vet Tech program. Sydney would also like to thank her mom and sister for always being there for her and always believing in her. Brianna Perez. Brianna wants to thank her parents for their endless support, love, and sacrifice. She will continue to work hard, do her best, and make her family proud. Tayden Perkins. Tayden will be heading down to Lake Region State College in North Dakota for agricultural studies. Layla Payro. Layla will be attending RDP to play soccer and take Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Dane Pichet Moore. Dane will be attending the University of Alberta for a degree in electrical engineering. He hopes to work building embedded audio electronics for musicians. London Poyer. London will be taking a gap year to work and travel. Ava Popescu. Ava plans on attending RDP to pursue a degree in nursing. Mia Pribilik. Mia will be pursuing a career in somatic therapy. Ashvita Raj. Ashvita would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for making every day a great day in her school year. She will be attending Mount Royal University in the coming September and is excited for what is to come. Ireland Raminger. Ireland will be pursuing cosmetology school to become a hairdresser. Lucas Wren. Lucas will be taking a gap year. Kieran Reinbold. His plans for the future are to make good friends and travel the world. Mia Richardson. Mia is going to become certified in personal training and continue into the fitness industry. Piper Roberts. Piper plans to continue her education at Mount Royal University and pursue a degree in a Bachelor of Nursing to become a registered nurse. She would like to thank her whole family and all of her teachers for everything they have done for her. Riley Roberts. Riley plans on becoming a firefighter. He wants to thank his family and friends for all their help over the years. Tanner Robertson. Tanner's future plans include pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree starting at Red Deer Polytechnic and then finishing at the University of Alberta. Clara Rosario. Clara will be attending Red Deer Polytechnic for Bachelor's of Nursing. Caitlin Roy. Caitlin is setting course to become a trauma therapist, hoping to bring healing to those in need. Sophia Roy. Sophia will be completing her psychology undergrad, then on to law school. Andrew Rudrum. Andrew plans to attend the University of Waterloo to complete his dream of becoming a pilot and also becoming very rich. Caitlin Ramore. Caitlin is studying biology at UCLA on the pre-med track to become a pediatric surgical oncologist. Aubrey Rupert. Aubrey will be studying engineering at the University of Calgary. Dylan Sabo. Dylan is taking a gap year and working. Lydia Sakalis. Lydia will be taking a gap year, then pursuing a career in business marketing in Vancouver. Jace Sawatsky. Jace is taking a gap year to travel. Sai Manai. Manai would like to thank her mother and best friend, Alicia. Brad Schrader. Brad wishes to thank his parents and sister for always believing in him and encouraging him to always try his best. In the future, he wants to be a firefighter and travel. Riley Seeley. Riley's future plans are to attend Mount Royal University to get her Bachelor of Science degree in biology with hopes to go to medical school. Olivia Scobie. Olivia plans to pursue a career in diagnostic medical sonography. Alexis Sibbett. Alexis is moving to England to pursue her soccer career. Sarah Singh. Sarah is planning to pursue a Bachelor of Health Sciences in Biomedical Sciences at the University of Calgary. Dalton Skelton. Dalton will be attending RDP for heavy-duty mechanics and would like to thank his parents for all their support. Sydney Smeets. Sydney is taking a year off to travel, then pursuing a career in healthcare. Ashlyn Smith. Ashlyn is going to the University of BC for her Bachelor of Commerce major in finance. Caden Stevenson. Next year, Caden will be at RDP for a Bachelor of Science. Thank you to his amazing friends and family and to Miss Rempel for making the year great. Dakota Stalarik. Dakota will be heading to RDP in the fall to take her Bachelor of Education. Eli Stroshine. Thank you to Mrs. Fitch and Mr. Hartel for putting up with me for 4 years worth of classes. And thank you to everyone in my family for always looking out for me, this is Eli, and for always pushing me to do my best. Lily Taylor. Lily wants to thank her mom and wants to become an ultrasound technician. Jaden Tahada. Jaden's future plans are to attend SAIT and IT for cybersecurity. Matthew Thiessen. Matthew is going to SAIT for chemical engineering. Parker Thompson. Parker's future plan is to continue playing junior hockey and working towards becoming a phys ed teacher. Brooklyn Tidd. Brooklyn would like to thank her parents, her little sister, and her family and friends for their constant support and love, and most of all, God, who has guided her every step of the way through his guidance and grace, and through him all things are possible. Cindy Tong. Cindy will be attending Ivy School of Business at Western and further pursuing a career in investment banking, private equity. Garrett Voice. Garrett will be continuing his academic journey at university, working towards a degree in engineering. Finn Waddle. Finn plans to study business at the University of Lethbridge. Olivia Walser-Leckie. Olivia plans to complete a Bachelor of Health Science majoring in public health on her path to pursuing further education in medicine. Carla Wallhead. Carla says, I'm grateful to my parents for the opportunities and everything they've done for me, and to my friends and all their support. I will be continuing my studies in Spain. Cadence Worthy. Cadence would like to thank her family and friends for being so supportive. Her future plans, she will pursue her nursing degree and traveling the world. Hunter Waterman. Hunter wishes to thank all of his teammates and friends, especially those he's played with over the last 2 years. We've made countless memories together that he'll never forget. He wishes to see you all on the court and field again. Brooklyn Waddy. Brooklyn is planning to attend RDP to complete a degree in nursing. Ariana Wayne. Ariana plans to go to MacEwan University and continue her education to become an optometrist. Haley Wataski. Haley Wataski is going to the University of Alberta for a Bachelor of Honors in doing chemicals, hashtag women in STEM, hashtag pharmacology. Lainey Wilson. Lainey says, thank you to my friends and family for being by my side throughout high school. She will be going to RDP for Justice Studies in the fall. Riley Winters. Riley will be attending university to pursue her career in becoming an elementary school teacher. Timur Yarosevich. Timur is going to be attending 1 year of schooling at RDP for engineering with a 3-year transfer to U of A. Katya Yerafea. Katya would like to thank her family for their unconditional love and encouragement through her high school years, as well as her friends who have made her experience a journey she will always cherish. Owen Young. Owen says, thank you to my family and teachers who have got me to this point in my academic career. Owen will be attending the University of Lethbridge and hope to pursue a career in residential appraisal. His favorite school memory was bike-a-thon. Grace Yu. Grace will be going to the University of Alberta for engineering.
Holy, who was the tall person here before? Before I introduce the graduating class of 2026, I have a few remarks and acknowledgements. First of all, I'd like to say a huge thanks to our incredible MCs tonight, JC and Lacey. You did an amazing job. You did an amazing job helping to make this ceremony special for the graduates and their families. I'd like to send out a huge, sincere thank you to Trent Ricks and his team from Red Deer Polytechnic. They welcomed us into this amazing facility, and they made this just a very memorable event, so thank you to them. Also, personally, I want to thank Ariba. Ariba helped me out making that video. She spent countless hours at lunch recording all the names, so thanks, Ariba. One last very important thank you goes to the grade 12 learning support team, Vice Principal Miss Penner, Counselor Brenda Campbell, Learning Assistant Teacher Ryan Doan, and the Career Counselor Miss Holly. Thank you for everything you did this year and throughout the past 4 years to support this outstanding group of students on their journey to graduation. Just a couple of housekeeping items. If you are planning on attending the Grand March this evening, it begins promptly at 6 o'clock. There is no assigned seating. Doors to Builder Hall will open at 5. So students and family, if you want to come at 5, you can start to mingle and get some pictures, but the Grand March starts exactly at 6. And then finally, to ensure a smooth conclusion to today's ceremony, I would ask all guests to remain seated until the graduates and staff have exited the gymnasium. Once we have exited and the students have exited, you can leave through the north door or the other door. All right, parents, get your cameras ready. Graduates, I will get you to stand up, please. It is my honor to officially introduce the Hunting Hills High School graduating class of 2026.
Once again, for safety and efficiency, please remain seated for the duration of the procession. Please remain seated for the duration of the procession. Thank you.